Okay, we're at the tail end of Chapter 1 Skills Review 1-78. We're picking up on the step number 23, and we are working on the Object Skills document, which was AI 1-2. Okay, so what we did is we just press the right arrow key on your keypad 10 times, and then it wants us to deselect all and then paste in back, which we did. We pasted the blue star in the back. And now, step 23, click the eyedropper tool on the purple circle. So you want to go ahead. We had this one selected. The eyedropper tool on the purple circle. And then press and hold Shift, then press the left arrow key on your keypad one time. Press and hold Control on the Windows or Command on the Mac so that your cursor switches from the temporarily from the eyedropper tool to the selection tool, which you can see happens when you hit Control. Then click the Artboard with the selection tool to deselect it. Click the selection tool. We're now on page 1-79. And then select the purple circle. Press and hold Alt in Windows or Option on Mac, then drag a copy of the circle to the center of the square. Again, hold Alt down, click on that star. Whoops. Click on that circle and bring it into the center of the square. And our screens should resemble figure object arrange send to back. Now our screen should resemble figure 98. Step 28, save your work and then close the file. Go ahead and do a Control S to save the object skills. Now it wants us to open up AI 1-7. Command open, go to your Chapter 1 data files, go to AI 1-7, open it up, then save it as group skills. Go ahead and save it to where you might remember, say OK. Click Object on the menu bar, then click Show All. Object, Show All. Step 31, click Object on the menu bar, then click Group. Step 32, click the Selection tool, click anywhere on the pasteboard to deselect all, then click the largest blue square. So you notice now that when I reselect, they're all selected because I just grouped them. Step 33, click the pasteboard to deselect all, once again. Click the Direct Selection tool, which is the closed arrow, and if you hover over, you get the tooltip. Then click the same square. Step 34, select all, which I just want to point out that that Direct Selection tool targeted one area within the group. These are all grouped, but because I clicked on the Direct Selection tool and clicked on one part of the group, it only selected that one part of the group. Step 34, select all. So you want to do a Control A or a select all. Click Object on the menu bar, then click Ungroup. Deselect all by clicking on dead space there. Step 36, click the selection tool. Select the smallest square, which would be down here. Click Object on the menu bar, click Lock, and then click Selection. So we've now locked this selection. If I click and try and move it, it won't go anywhere. It's locked. Okay, we're now going to be moving on to page 1-80, and we're on step 37. Click Object on the menu bar, then click Unlock All. Select the 3 blue squares, click Object on the menu bar, then click Hide. And remember, hold down Shift when you select more than one thing. Object, Hide. Click Object on the menu bar. I think you're going to have to click Selection. It didn't tell us to do that, but that's what it wants you to do. And then 39, click Object on the menu bar, then click Show All. Step 40, click View on the menu bar, then verify that Smart Guides is checked. If you go back up, you can see there's a check mark next to it. Step 41, click the large blue square, then drag it by its center point toward the center of the artboard. Intersect. Okay, you want to make sure center. See how that that tooltip, that Smart Guide showed up? It says center. It's kind of hidden behind the XY, DX, DY axis information that's popping up here, but it does say center behind there. And now you can see it a little bit better. Okay, release your mouse when the word center appears, which I did. Step 43, using the same methodology, align all the squares so that your artboard resembles figure 99. Center. Now I'll grab the blue one. Center. It says intersect, and then when you let go, it will say center. So I just created figure 99 by centering with the Smart Guides. Really nice, helpful aspect of Illustrator. Now I'm going to move on to Illustrator 1-81. You can go ahead and save this document. Control S, click out of it, open up Chapter 1 data files, and it actually wants us to create a new document, so File New, sorry about that, and name it Flag. Say OK. Make the size of the document 6x4. And I've already created a new document, so you can go ahead and if you do File New, make sure if you say Flag, you go down here 6x4. Select inches for the type of units. You want to make sure that you're on inches and not picas or anything else. 1 for the number of artboards. I had 3, so I want to bump down to 1. And then CMYK color for the color mode. Mine defaults to that, and then say OK. So now I have the proper document size and specifications. Step 4, click File on the menu bar, click Save As, navigate to the Drive In folder where you store your data files, Chapter 1 data files, and then click Save. You can also save them, save this document wherever you see fit. Step 5, create a circle at the center of the artboard. So the circle is hidden underneath the rectangle tool, and it's called the ellipse tool. And we want to create a circle, center, and remember Option Shift allows you to do that proportionately. Select or click the selection tool. Set the fill and stroke buttons on the tool panels to black and none, respectively. So I want to make sure that I have my swatches open real quick. I'll set that to black for the fill and none for the stroke. Create a rectangle that is 3 by 1. And now I want to go back up to that ellipse tool, go to the rectangle. I go up here, and I can do 3 tab 1. Oops. 1. There we go. We have a 3" by 1" rectangle. Show the swatches panel if necessary, which we did. We can go ahead and drag that out into our space if we need to and collapse whatever's behind it. Step 10, fill the rectangle with a light yellow. And I'm on stroke, so I have to make sure my fill is overlapping the stroke so that I know that's active. I'm going to save that, have that as a yellow, a light yellow. Step 11, click View on the menu bar. Verify that Smart Guides are active, and they are. I haven't changed that since. Move the rectangle so that its top left anchor point intersects with the top left corner of the artboard. Okay, there we go. Check or click the top left anchor point, press and hold Shift, Alt on the Windows or Shift Option on the Mac. And drag straight down until the top left anchor point. Okay, and what you want to do next is, now that we've moved that yellow to the upper top left, you want to make sure you make a copy until it says intersect. And then it wants you to do object, transform, transform again, object, transform, transform again. So now we've created color from the top to the bottom. Transform again just sort of duplicates what we just did. And it wants us to, step 16 says, change the fill color of the second and fourth rectangles to a darker yellow. I'm going to highlight both of those. And I don't really have a darker yellow, so I can sort of fake it here. Kind of ugly, but that's like a darker gold. Go ahead and save your work. Select the 4 rectangles, so hold down Shift when you're doing so. Double click the Reflect tool. And that is actually here. So I'm going to do a tear off because you can't really double click it when it's hidden. Click the horizontal Option button, then click Copy. The 4 rectangles are copied on top of the original rectangles. Step 20, we're going to resume that in the next video.